Hey everyone, and welcome to Math Action with Mrs. Jackson. Today we will be reviewing order of operations. How do we solve an equation or simplify an expression with more than one operation? We solve from left to right, but we must follow a specific order. This is called order of operations. Order of operations is the order in which we solve equations or simplify expressions. It lets us know which operation to use. You can't just use any one left to right. You have to go in a specific order. A good way to remember the order is this old school way, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There are a lot of different acronyms that can help you with order of operations, but this one works for me, so this is what I use. All right, let's break down what PEMDAS stands for. So the P stands for parentheses or brackets. You will solve what's inside the parentheses or brackets first. The E stands for exponents. Solve any exponent after you've checked for brackets and parentheses. Remember, exponents are the small number attached to a base, the big number. The big number tells you what number needs to be multiplied, and the exponent tells you how many times to multiply the number by itself. More info on exponents on our other video. All right, the M stands for multiplication and the D stands for division. When solving equations or expressions, simplifying expressions, you can do M or D, whichever one comes first. Multiplication or division, whichever one comes first, left to right. The A stands for addition, and finally the S stands for, you guessed it, subtraction. Now, that's the same rule. Something to remember. Same as with multiplication and division. If subtraction comes before addition, then we solve subtraction. We always go from left to right with the M and D and the A and S. However, if subtraction comes before division, you have to do division first. So I like to rewrite the PEMDAS, the P-E-M-D-A-S, and I like to add me two ORs. So I go P-E-M or D, and then A or S, because we go from left to right. Let's try some examples. 5 to the third power minus 54 plus 8 times 3. I always try to write PEMDAS on top so that I make sure I'm checking off and going in the right order. So we check for parentheses. Are there any parentheses or brackets? Nope. So we go right on to the E, exponents. Are there any exponents? Why, yes. 5 to the third power is an exponent. It means 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 is 25, and then 25 times 5 is 125. I rewrite the expression each time I complete an operation to help me keep the order. So now the expression reads 125 minus 54 plus 8 times 3. Now, which operation do we perform next? Well, multiplication or division. So we will do 8 times 3, which is 24. So let's rewrite the expression. 125 minus 54 plus 24. Okay, we have two operations left, subtraction and addition. Well, if we are going to go from left to right, subtraction would come first. That's why we have A or S. So now we get 125 minus 54, which is 71. We're left with one operation, which is addition. 71 plus 24 is 95. I know that was a lot of work. However, we kept the order, and that's all we need to do, keep the order. Let's try another one. We got 5 plus 2 to the third power times the quantity of 22 divided by 11 plus 3 squared times the quantity of 4 plus 5. Whew, mouthful. This is long, but we have our dear Aunt Sally to help us. Remember, P, M or D, A or S. First, we check for parentheses. This expression has 2, So we complete the operations inside each parentheses from left to right. So we'll start with 22 divided by 11, which is 2. Then 4 plus 5, which is 9. Now we rewrite the expression to read 5 plus 2 to the power of 3 times 2 plus 3 squared times 9. Next, we check for any exponents. We have 2 exponents, 2 to the third power and 3 to the second power. That's 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, and then 3 times 3, which is 9. So now the equation reads 5 plus 8 times 2 plus 9 times 9. Next, we check for multiplication or division, going left to right. So we have a multiplication problem. 8 times 2, which is 16. And then we have another multiplication problem, 9 times 9, which is 81. Now the new problem reads 5 plus 16 plus 81. All addition. So we just add. 5 plus 16 is 21, and 21 plus 81 equals 102. Using PEMDAS, which is order of operations, we're able to solve math in order from left to right. Now remember, multiplication and division goes before addition or subtraction. However, division can come before multiplication if we're reading left to right, and subtraction can come before addition. I hope this video was helpful. For more videos like these, please check out our channel, Math Action with Mrs. Jackson. See you soon.